Okay, I'm JJ O'Neill and I reside in Norwich. Yeah, the hair loss I'm suffering from has been kind of very slow and methodic over the last sort of 10 years. Just kind of a general loss throughout the top, but nothing too quick. I know some people go very quickly. Mine's been a very gradual process, so I suppose I've had time to get used to it. Well, I think it's affected me, I guess, perhaps like most guys would. At first, you're very worried about it, very conscious of it, but I think at some point you have to kind of accept this it's going to happen. And that's when I decided to start shaving my head, and luckily for me, that look has suited me. And because of my line of work, where I'm on a stage performing to crowds, you know, you rely on your visual aesthetic, so you know, it makes you very conscious of it. But like I said, I kind of accepted the fact that it was happening. It was just by accident, actually. I found out I was just surfing online, and the website came up, and I thought, well, I haven't heard this one before. So I went onto the website, and the outlay was very different, and look at the gallery and the results, I was very taken back. The fact that it looked very professional. It was designed and geared for people with shaved heads anyway, which is a look that I prefer. Even if I had hair, I'd still have a shaved head or a skinhead. So I thought I'd give it a call, have a chat to somebody on the phone, and went from there. Well, I think this is probably the most permanent. Obviously, cost is something you have to bear in mind as well, and this is something that just seems a bit more natural. You hear some of the other kind of bad stories of hair transplants and the time it takes. I still think there are very realistic outlooks, so this seemed the most positive and the quickest and least intrusive. I'm hoping the treatment will give me some sort of kind of shadow to my hairline again. It doesn't have to be majorly thick, but because obviously at some point in the future you're going to have nothing there. So having something there, for me, is probably better than nothing. And as long as it just gives you kind of an outlay of a hairline, then you know, I think I'll be more than happy. No, I don't have any reservations or concerns. I think you have to do your due diligence and your homework and check it out. And all the information is there. And I think once you've made the decision, you just got to go with it and put your faith and trust in the person who's doing the procedure. So yeah, I'm pretty confident about it.
Yes, I had my third treatment and final treatment 2 weeks ago. Finished off with a blending in, and as you can see, it's all done and looking good. That's the thing, it's not particularly painful, but it is a very annoying pain because you're touching certain parts of the head that have never been touched before. And for me personally, it made me sneeze a lot and my nose run. You know, because sometimes just on the front of the scalp, it's like it hits on nerve endings that just give you a kind of little shiver. But so yeah, it's not painful, but it does become a little annoying, especially when you sit in a seat for nearly 3 hours. No, I mean I buy a lot of products from health and wellness companies anyway, so I have a special health and wellness tea tree oil cream, which I'll just kind of put on after the treatment, and it seems to settle down really well. So that's pretty much the only aftercare that I've needed to do. Well, the few people that I have told think it looks amazing, and they wouldn't be able to tell anyway. And a few people kind of said, "Oh, you look different," but they couldn't quite put their finger on it. So most people have kind of not even noticed. They just thought, "Oh, you're growing your hair a little bit longer," so which is good. Well, I was always a confident person in the first place, but this just is the kind of icing on the cake. It does, you know, it's just something less for you to worry about. Because I think men losing their hair is probably the most thing that they do stress about, and I have friends who are receding or, you know, going thin, and it is the one thing that they do stress and worry about. So now it's been done, you don't even give it a second thought any longer. I would say at this moment of time, it is probably the best, by far the best procedure to have. And if a shaved head look suits you, then I'd thoroughly recommend it.